Hi guys, Vincent Loo here, and in this video, I'll teach you guys how to set up your first algo trading bot. So watch this video to the end. So first step, I'll teach you guys how to sign up Bybit. Second step, I'll teach you guys how to set up your Bybit API key. Then we're gonna set up Python and Visual Studio Code. And lastly, we'll use Python, Visual Studio Code, and the Bybit API key to do some trading online. And now I'm going to teach you guys how. So let's jump right into step 1, signing up Bybit. So if you guys go to any of my YouTube video, link in the description below, and you scroll all the way down, you can see that you can sign up Bybit in this referral link right here. So this referral link can get you claim up to 6,000 USD bonus. So if you click it, then you just have to sign up. Just register with your email and password. After signing up, then you need to complete a certain task, and then you can get your rewards. As you guys can see over here, if you complete all these tasks, you get all these USD rewards, right? 6,000 USD bonus. So right now we have to do some identity verifications. Very simple, just follow straight and follow the steps. You need to be verified. Bybit, you need to do your identity verification. That's what they call it. Know your customer, KYC. So after you sign out to Bybit, right now we need to set up the API key for us to use it in Python to trade automatically. So right now we need to sign up and set up the API key. So all you have to do is go to your profile and press API, just like this. Then it will say create API key. Right? It's very simple. Just press understood. Then we need to set up the Google 2FA authentications. And then first you need to enable it. So you have to download the Google 2FA authenticator in your mobile, right? So I'm going to set this up right quick, right? I'm going to set up. Then I'm going to click in Google 2FA authenticator, right? Then I'm going to type in my code right here. You're gonna use your phone to type in the code. You need to scan the QR codes right here. Then we will have your QR codes in the Google 2FA authenticator. Then after you scan it, you paste the code from your phone to Google 2FA authenticator. Then you can activate the Google 2-factor authenticator, right? So after you do that, you go back to API, right? Then you create a new key and creates a system generated API key, right? System generated. You don't have to self-generate it. Okay. So after that, you're gonna click on API transactions. Okay, and then you give it a name for this API key. Any name you do. All right. So you read and write. We want to read and write, and then we're gonna be standard account, and then we'll go submit. Right. I seems that I forgot to type the name here. Let's give it a name for this Bybit API key. All right. I'm gonna put it testing 1, and then I'm gonna submit. And then I'm gonna open back my Google 2FA authenticator. All right. And I'm gonna copy the code and then put it right here. And there we have it. We have our API key and API secret key. So this API key and API secret key will only show once. So you have to copy it and paste it somewhere else safe. Okay, it will not show up anymore. Right? You have your API key and your API secret key. You need both of them to run the algo code. Right? You need both of them. And this API key is very, very secretive. Do not let other people see it. There's an expiry date here, so you have to make sure, right? Make sure the expiry dates, right? If it is expired, you need to create a new Bybit API key, right? So in the next video, I'm going to teach you guys how to install Python and Visual Studio Code to run the Python. So all you have to do is go Google, type in Python or link in the description, and then press download Python. Right, first you have to install it and then download it. So you just have to download the latest versions. Depends on your operating system, whether it's Windows, MacBook. So after we download it, we're gonna run it. All right, we're gonna run it like this. You're gonna double click on the installer, and then we're gonna create path python.exe to path. Right, this is very, very important. Always tick this. Right, remember to tick this. Right, this is very, very, very important. right? Add python.exe to path, customize installations, right? Tick on everything, right? Just like this, and then we're gonna press next, right? So I'm gonna left everything exactly the same, right? Install Python to 3.12 for all users. Yes, I want all users. I want for multiple users that I can use Python. Right, I'm gonna leave it at default for the customization installation location. Then we're gonna wait for the setup. So after that, after we set up for Python, now we need to download for Visual Studio Code. So how do we test whether we successfully download Python? All you have to do is go to Windows Command Prompt, right? And then we're gonna type in Python. Okay, we're gonna type in Python space, right? Space -v, and then we have Python 3.12.4. So this is how we check whether we install Python in our computer. So right now, let's try to install Visual Studio Code. Link in the description again. And I'm gonna press this Visual Studio Code. Okay, I'm gonna go download. Okay, I'm gonna download this window for Windows since I'm using Windows. Right, so let's set up this installer. I'm just gonna run it just like that, and I agree, accept the agreement. Next, then I'm gonna run this installation using the default locations and gonna press next again. Right, I'm gonna name it Visual Studio Code, and always add to path. Right, it's very important. Always add to path. Right, it requires me to restart, and then we're gonna press install, and we're gonna wait for it to install. So I'm gonna launch it, and we're gonna test it out whether it works. Right, that's how I successfully install Visual Studio Code. So now that I install it, I need to add an extension called Python. Since we are using Python, we need to add Python extension. Okay, so I'm going to add Python extension. I'm going to press the first one, and then I'm going to install. I'm going to install Python. So now that I successfully install it, right, I'm going to create a new Python file. I'm going to create a new file, Python file, and then I'm going to we can actually start coding. Okay, actually start coding. So next video, I'm going to teach you guys how to actually trade using the API key. So now that I have my Visual Studio Code, API key, and then Python, I have all the necessary things. So now I'm going to create a new window, new folder to store my Python file. So all I have to do is review in the File Explorer, and there you can see it. I have my file in this 111 API file. Right, so it's very simple. If you want, you can go to new file to create a new Python file, right, just like that. Then we can run our code. Okay, and then this file is inside this 111 API, right? You can create file, and then you can create a Python file inside that file. Okay, I'm gonna name it testing API key, right? And then we're gonna test some API. So you're gonna copy this simple code, right? Link in the description to test your API key, right? So link in the description, just copy the code and then paste it in your Visual Studio Code just like this. Okay, so you need to install Bybit, and then you need to install, right, some module, right? So let's install some module. So all you have to do is go to new terminal, okay, just like that, and then pip install Bybit, right? Pip install Bybit just like that, and then press enter. So it's installing. Okay, so after install, then you need to install another one is pip install Pycrotomdom. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Just copy it and then paste it right there, and then press enter, and then we already successfully install, right, these two modules. Right, we need these two modules to run the Bybit. Okay, we run the Bybit API code. So after we install it, right, we need to put our secret key, our API key and our API secret key. So copy and paste your API key and API secret key here, right, just like that. I already have mine, so I'm gonna paste mine here. Okay, then I'm gonna run this code. So what does this code mean? So linear is the future market, and then I'm going to trade BTC, my Bitcoin, and then I want to buy, and I want to have a limit order that's 0.002 quantity of Bitcoin, and the price is 62.6k, right? I just want to test it out, and then I want to use post only, right? Leverage 100, okay, order fail order, and a position ID X1. So how do I know all this code? So actually, Python have this, Bybit have this documentation where I can look at all this code. So right now, I am going to test run it. Okay, I can highlight it, highlight everything, and I'm gonna right click, and then go to run Python, run selected like in Python terminal. And there we have it. I successfully run the Python algo code. And if you go to your Bybit, or go to your future, you can see there's a limit order queuing for 62.6. Right, I'm gonna run it again to show you guys how it works. And there we have it. We can run our Python to do some trading for us. So if you want to implement a strategy in your Python algo, go and join and sign up to this 2 days automated crypto trading challenge. All right, just the link in the description below. All right, go and sign up. It's a recurring webinar. Right, it's a recurring 2 weeks webinar where I teach everyone how to run an algo code. And over there, I'll give you guys one free strategy so you guys can run it and generate passive income. All right, so join now, and I'm going to show you guys what I teach in my webinar. So in my webinar, I will showcase some of the algo strategy just like this. Okay, and I'm going to run this back test to see how this algo strategy works, and I can run it like this. There we go. As you guys can see, right, we can actually visualize the back test. Okay, and in the webinar also, I'll teach you guys how the code actually works. So join and sign up right now and learn how to code out your own algo trading bots. Link in the description below. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.